Hello, my gorgeous Aries. This is Debs, and this is your reading for mid-May 2024. Aries, thank you so much, guys, for being here. I hope all is well in your world. Now, Aries, in meditation, I simply felt the energy of someone who is releasing. I don't think, Aries, you're releasing anyone or anything. I think this is a mindset. You may have been in your head for the longest time. You may have been contemplating doing something, but it caused you so much stress thinking about it that I think you've just let it go. I don't think this is right for me. I don't think this is good for me. I don't even feel that a change, a massive change, is going to benefit my situation. So I'm simply going to push my feelings down and move forward. So this is a shift in mindset, Aries, as opposed to something that you would want to change on the material plane, put it that way, okay? But I do feel, Aries, that with this mindset change, you're going to be enjoying a new normal. Whatever that means for you, that's what came through in meditation. Enjoying a new normal. All right. Should we see what happens? Here we go, Aries. The deck that I'm using is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. As always, guys, if you like a private reading, my website is down below. All the decks I use, and of course the link to join the channel if you're interested in membership. You're releasing the stress, you're releasing the burden, you're out of your head now, Aries, and you're simply moving forward. I'm not going to think about this anymore. I'm not going to stress about this anymore. What is the point? Okay, so Archangel Michael, thank you for joining us. This is the reading for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, mid-May 2024. Mid-May 2024. What do we have for my lovely Aries? Thank you. Okay, Aries, I'm seeing somebody's phone vibrate on what looks like an office desk or something similar. It could be a bureau in a home. And the person's looking at the name and thinking, yeah, no, I don't really want to answer that call. And they're just letting it ring. Yeah, just really don't want to answer that call. Okay. Aries, you're just not stressed about something anymore. It's as if, what's the point? Yeah, you've made up your mind, you've made a decision, that's that. Okay. Very strong energy, Aries. Nice. Ooh. Very interesting. Sorry, guys, lost in this vision. I'm seeing somebody push a row of dominoes down, but the final one isn't flat. And they're looking at it as if to say, why hasn't that gone down? Why hasn't that gone down with the rest of them? That's still standing. I wonder why. I don't know what that's all about. Okay. Strange. Oh, High Priestess. So Aries, you've used your intuition about something and you've simply decided to not stress about it. I don't think you want to speak to somebody. I don't think you feel as if you need to have a conversation. It's as if it's done, it's over. I'm thinking differently now. I'm thinking about my life, what I want to achieve going forward. I'm not going to be stressed about the past. So you're definitely not speaking to someone, Aries. You may not be speaking to a Pisces or a Cancerian. Five of Cups. There may be moments, though, Aries, where you look back with a sense of sadness. I don't know, guys, whether or not this is regret, whether or not this is simply sadness relating to the fact that something couldn't materialize, something couldn't work out. There's a sense of it would have been great if, but again, you're not talking to someone, you're trying to put it in the past. Yeah. What's done is done, right? We're not talking anyway. I've made my decision internally, but occasionally you may feel a little bit down. It's a shame, you know? In the past, Aries, justice. Now, you could have moved into a new job. You could have signed some kind of legal contract, or you may have got some kind of justice for a situation. You might have had issues with a Libra in the past, but I feel this is you balancing something out back then. You balanced something out in the past. And with the Queen of Pentacles, Aries, you stood strong in your belief that you wanted to concentrate on your foundation. I want to make sure things are secure, things are stable, things are solid. I don't want to feel as if I'm flying by the seat of my pants. No, I want to make sure that I build myself a really solid foundation. So you were concentrating on finances in the past, Aries. Now, I don't know, you may have ended a situation with someone and formed a long-term relationship with a Queen of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or this is you as a feminine Aries, getting yourself back in balance and concentrating on your finances. Very simple. What you're thinking about is Two of Wands. Sometimes, Aries, when you're on your own, you may think about the fact that you could make a change. I could make a change. I could do this. But what you've told yourself is it may be too difficult to do it. It may bring a lot of drama into your life. It may be something you can't face. So what you're doing, Aries, is you're leaving it sort of in fantasy. I'm leaving it in the 5D. I'm leaving it in fantasy land. It would have been wonderful if, but I just don't think I've got what it takes, or I don't think I've got the courage to make a massive change at this point of time. So even though in your head you're sat at crossroads, you've made a decision to just forge forward. You're just thinking differently now. You're thinking a different way. So Aries, in the immediate future, we have the Sun. Beautiful energy. Wow. Aries, that's gorgeous. That's growth, expansion, happiness. You could be booking a holiday. You could be thinking of moving. You may be interacting with a Leo. But Aries, I feel as if your life is pretty balanced. In general, it's pretty good. What you're fearing, okay, is that occasionally you're still going to be in fantasy land. I feel, Aries, there might have been something that in an ideal world you would have wanted, but because it was too difficult to achieve, because it would have caused drama, because it might have rocked your foundation, you let it go, you let it be. But what you're fearing is, in the back of your mind, you know that there is another direction you could take. You've decided not to take it. You've decided that you're going to make the best of the situation you're in, but it still occasionally plays on your mind. I know that's a possibility over there, even though I don't really want to look at it. You're fearing sitting in a place of fantasy about what might have been. In the environment, Aries, we have Judgment. Okay. Aries, somebody may be putting a little bit of pressure on you to make a serious decision, to make a judgment call. Now, if you're in a living together situation with someone, or you may even have a child with someone, then this is this person potentially nudging you to get more serious. Male or female, Aries, it may well be that this is someone who wants to talk about getting engaged, getting married, that sort of thing. Your reaction to that is, well, you know, are we happy as we are? I mean, life is good. We're getting on really well. Why do we need to make that change? You're pushing back a little bit. You may be avoiding those types of conversations. It might be, Aries, that if someone in your environment is bringing up that type of thing, your reaction is, oh, well, you know, one day. Yes, of course. Well, one day. Not now. You know, not now. Things are good, right? We're fine. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to look at it. In your hopes. Oh, all right. Hoping, Aries, to push down any feelings of disappointment. Why do I feel, Aries, as if you're almost faking it until you make it? I'm absolutely fine. Life is good. I'm sitting in the sun. I know I have another opportunity out there, but let's just enjoy what we have, you know? But in your quieter moments, Aries, you seem to be sat in the Four of Cups, which is deep, deep down. I'm even hearing at cellular level, which is interesting, at cellular level, you're not totally content. You're not totally happy. You know it, but you've been trying to push this feeling away. Nine of Cups. Because, Aries, what you're actually looking at is, given my situation, given the phase of life I'm in, life is pretty damn good. I can enjoy my life. I've got somebody with me. We're getting on really well. I've got everything I want here. I don't need to give in to these feelings of, well, could be better. No, no, no. You're telling yourself no. You're sitting in the Nine of Cups. Life is good. Clarification for you guys. The Ten of Cups. So, Aries, you could be in a beautiful living together situation. There's a lot of happiness and togetherness. Why do I keep hearing but? Strength card. Aries, I think you may be holding back from getting far more serious with someone because you may be somehow stuck in the past. You may be in a very happy situation with a Leo. Life is good. Or a Sag, strong fire sign energy here, or an earth sign. But there is a sense of, I'm having to rein myself in, or I'm having to control myself from doing something that, again, I'm hearing at cellular level, I simply want to go for. You may have a feeling, Aries, that you are destined to follow a different path, but you're forcing yourself to carry on where you are, on the path you're walking down. You don't want to veer off. You don't want to make a change. No, no, no. I'm feeling as if you're reining yourself in on lots of different levels, lots of different angles. Even though in your quieter moments, there's a feeling of, I could just jump out of this. I could do something impulsive. I could satisfy that cellular craving, but I don't think I'm going to. But occasionally, because you don't allow yourself to think about it, you feel a bit sad. You feel a bit down. This feels very deep for you, Aries, I've got to admit. Whoever is sat in judgment, Page of Wands. They're realizing, Aries, something just isn't right. They may feel, Aries, you're sticking on a smile when deep down you don't feel very happy. It's almost as if they're trying to figure something out. Well, Aries says they're happy. Aries acts as if they're happy. But when I occasionally catch Aries unawares, they look pretty miserable. What's going on with Aries? Now, this is someone you could have a child with a page. This could be someone, Aries, who wants to get more serious with you. Yeah, okay. Aries, I'm connecting with a masculine. Sorry for my girls out there. For this particular period of time. Aries, you are sat in a connection with an earth sign, a Leo or a Sagittarian, almost definitely. Whoever this person is, you may have a child together, you could be living together. This is a feminine who is doing very well financially, so she could be an entrepreneur, she could be a businesswoman, she could head up a company. Financially, you two are living a really good life. The Sun, she's sitting in the King of Pentacles, you're sitting in the Nine of Cups. You've got everything you want on a material plane, but at cellular level, Aries, you know that there's a void. You know that there's something missing. You may have tried to fill that cellular void with material things, a beautiful house, an attractive partner, luxurious things in your home, but it hasn't actually made any difference. You still feel this void. Something's not quite right. If you do know what this is, Aries, you're just not wanting to look at it. You're pushing down these feelings. You're trying to forget all about it. But it is there in the back of your mind, rather like that domino that just won't fall flat. It's resolute. It's still there. It's as if to say, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay in your peripheral vision. So I think, Aries, you have this feminine who is wanting you to make a judgment call to make an honest woman out of her. She may be dropping hints, Aries. She may want you guys to talk about getting engaged, to talk about getting married. Your reaction is, yeah, well, don't really want to talk about this. Yeah, no, we're fine as we are. Why do we have to go down that road? Underneath the deck, we have, Two of Swords. You just don't want to see whatever you've been trying to block out. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to think about it. You don't want to contemplate making any changes. You're in denial. Seven of Wands. What you don't want to look at, Aries, is there's something that makes you feel a bit trapped. There's something that makes you feel a bit stuck. And occasionally you might get defensive with this feminine King of Pentacles, who doesn't quite understand why you're not totally happy, because you guys are obviously living a really good life. You're sitting in the Sun, she's sitting in the King of Pentacles energy. She's probably got a really good job. If you're earning two, you guys live very well, and you're sitting in the Nine of Cups. Why should that not be enough? Well, Aries, for some reason, it isn't enough. The Moon. Because there's something you're hiding which occasionally causes you to feel quite depressed. You're hiding, Aries, that there's something that you know might make you happier, but because you don't want to upset the apple cart, because you don't want to make any changes, you're staying with the status quo. But I feel there's a lot of pressure from whoever this is to sort of move things forward. Okay, Aries, let's get really serious. You don't want to see it. You're turning away from this person, almost not wanting to look at them. Yeah, no, we're fine. Yeah, we're sitting in the Sun. Life is good. I don't want to talk about it. So she is getting increasingly frustrated, and she's trying to figure out why, with a magnifying glass, you're not totally 100% happy, because you should be. Anyone else would be happy. 9 of Cups. You've got everything you want. Right? So there is this void that you just don't want to look at. Okay, Aries. Let's get into this and see what comes through. All right, guys. 5 of Cups, Aries, is where you're sitting. And for some reason, you're keeping something under wraps with a High Priestess. You're not wanting to look at this. You're not wanting to face this. But there is a deep, deep sadness that you've just been covering over with the 9 of Cups. I'm fine. Life is good. I don't want to think about this, right? So what is the High Priestess and the 5 of Cups, Michael? Thank you. The Lovers. Aries, you could feel that you're missing a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Gemini. Or this is someone, Aries, who might have been a lover of yours a while ago, and it may irritate you that occasionally you still think about this person. Occasionally. King of Pentacles. But because, Aries, you're in a King and Queen of Pentacles energy, very financially stable, with your feet firmly on terra firma, with no intention of changing that, you've simply turned a blind eye. You simply want to forget this because you are not wanting to change your situation. But it is causing you a lot of burden, 10 of Wands. You shouldn't be burdened. You should be happy as Larry because you're living a really good life. But you are stressed about this. The Star. Because Aries, maybe you feel that you want to heal the connection with this person. You may want their forgiveness, Aries, if this is someone who was a lover of yours. There is a sadness that you feel that someone here that you're not talking to thinks ill of you, or is upset with you, or is angry. You guys aren't speaking. There's no communication. The High Priestess doesn't speak. But the energy is very, very heavy between the two of you. You feel it, again in your quieter moments, and it makes you sad. It makes you sad. The Wheel of Destiny. So on top, Aries, of you feeling as if you quite like to mend a situation, there's also a very powerful energy hovering over you, which is saying to you, this is actually your destiny. This person is the person for you. But you're absolutely determined to keep this connection going because it's financially very stable. It makes sense. It's logical. So you're pushing any sort of, what I'm hearing, fantastical, airy-fairy ideas out the window because you need to make sure that you keep your feet on the ground. But it's still upsetting you in your quieter moments. It is. And this person that you're with, this feminine King of Pentacles, knows that something isn't quite right. You've been trying to hide it. You've been trying to push it under the carpet. You've been wearing a false mask, pretending you're super happy, when actually deep down, Aries, you are not. Even though you know you do not want to change your situation, there is this void that you cannot fill with 5 million in the bank. It doesn't change how you feel, and it's upsetting you. So guys, in the past, you got yourself into a place of balance with a Justice card. 10 of Pentacles. So Aries, you may have signed a contract which might have been quite lucrative for you, or you could have moved into a 10 of Pentacles situation with a feminine King of Pentacles. Yeah, so you manifested Justice and the 10 of Pentacles. You did well. You could have moved forward with a Virgo, a Gemini, or a Scorpio, feminine. And I feel there's a very strong power couple dynamic that you built upon in the past. What happened with the Queen of Pentacles, Michael? Yeah, you fell in love, Aries, with this Queen of Pentacles. And I think you two built a life. You built a life together. And with the Ace of Pentacles, you may have moved in together. You may even have had a child together. Pages can be children. Yeah. And with the Three of Pentacles, I think you worked together to build a beautiful life. Both of you putting in the effort. But you were successful in achieving this. And I think, Aries, it gave you a sense of security. Security, right? What is on your mind at the moment is the Two of Wands. Occasionally, when you allow your mind to drift off, maybe into fantasy, you think about the fact that there is another option. You think about it. Occasionally, it's as if you can't help it. It's as if you can't do anything about it. Yeah. Emperor, this is you. You may, Aries, feel that you could take charge of another situation. But you're a bit nervous in doing so. The Death card. So Aries, what you're thinking about is, if you were to take charge of this other situation that keeps playing on your mind with this lover from the past that you're not talking to, it would mean major change and transformation in your life, i.e., you know that this person would want a very serious relationship. There's something here that relates to, if you followed this path, which could for you fill that void that you're feeling, it would mean major change and transformation. You know it, and I don't think you can face it. That's why you've been pushing it away. But occasionally, Aries, you think about it. You think about it. Yeah, occasionally you think about it. Three of Wands. I could make a massive change in my life. I could. But at this point of time, I don't think I could face it. I don't think I could face it. So you've just been avoiding it. So guys, in the immediate future, we have the Sun and the Judgment card. Whoever your feminine King of Pentacles is, she's looking as if she lives a good life. She could have a really good job. She could come from a wealthy family, wealthy background. You two may be living together with a child, or you two have simply set up house together. She somehow realizes, Aries, that you're not 110% happy, and she has no idea why. It bugs her. It worries her. What is What is wrong with Aries? I don't understand. Aries should be super happy. We've got everything we want. She's beginning to feel slightly stressed to the point where Aries, she wants to talk to you about getting more serious. Now, I don't know whether or not she knows deep down that you may be missing someone. You may be thinking of someone else and she's nervous. She feels that if she locks you down to a more serious extent, it's going to be far more difficult for you to get out of it, right? I don't think she's being controlling. I don't think she is necessarily wanting to put you in a difficult situation, Aries. She is just wanting to preserve what you two have built and strengthen that foundation. But Aries, you're sitting in an avoidant energy. I don't really want to do this. I don't really want to look at getting more serious. No, aren't we happy as we are? We're sitting in the sun. We're sitting in the Nine of Cups. Life is good. She is niggling at you every now and again. Yes, but Aries, we need to make a major decision. We do. We need to make a major decision. We need to move things to the next level. And you're getting a bit nervous about this. Now, it may be, Aries, you're nervous because if you end up marrying this woman, or if you end up committing in a much more serious manner, I don't know, buying a property together, moving to another country with her, whatever it is going to herald the ending of what you have kept as your fantasy. It's going to be totally done. And Aries, it may be that you can't face that. So that's why you're trying to keep this woman a little bit at arm's length. Because if you do what she wants you to do, you are finally going to have to sever the tie with this past lover. Finally. Even though you guys aren't speaking, you are very much connected in the 5D. The High Priestess is very spiritual. There's a lot of psychic energy between the two of you. And it's almost as if you can't bear to cut that final cord. You just can't do it. But this feminine King of Pentacles doesn't know that. So she may be a bit confused and she's beginning to get nervous. Sorry guys, lost in channeling. Arnold's in the corner and he's saying to me, Deborah, 1842. 1842. Whew. So Aries, you may have had a past life with this lover. You may have known each other in 1842. For those of you that believe in past lives, I know I do. It may be why you feel this soul pull to this person that you can't deny, but you don't really want to look at. Archangel Michael, when do we have the Sun and the Judgment card for Aries? Thank you, Michael. I don't know why I'm hearing September last year was a big change for you, Aries. September last year was pretty monumental. Okay. Do we have a future date, Michael? Thank you. July. He's shaking his head at me. Okay. 28th of June. All right. To the 21st of July. Okay. 28th of June to the 21st of July. Sorry, guys. I know we're in mid-May, but it's not too far away. This female King of Pentacles that you're in a relationship with, King and Queen of Pentacles, right? She is standing at crossroads in her life, and it relates to you. Archangel Michael, what is this feminine's energy at this point of time? What is she thinking about? Yeah, okay. She wants things to change, Aries. She wants to move a few things around. She may be sat in a little bit of strategic energy. She wants to maneuver the situation with you to make her feel a lot more secure. So she's going to be putting something to you which you may not want to look at. You may not want to look at this, Aries. Yeah, Okay, the world. She may want to talk to you about moving to a different country with the energy of the world. She may want you to put something to a total end. You need to totally close out one cycle, Aries, because I want us to move forward and get far more serious. Now, Aries, if you're married to somebody else and this is a woman you've been living with, she is putting pressure on you to get divorced because she wants to marry you. If not, this is about a very serious move, possibly to a different country. What else is on her mind, Michael? Thank you. What else is on her mind? The Two of Pentacles. She may feel, Aries, as if changes need to be made. She may want to move to a much bigger city, or if you're in the country, she may want to move to a city. She feels as if, Aries, she's been trying to hold things together with you emotionally, but she's finding it increasingly difficult because she recognizes that occasionally you shift into a melancholy energy. A little bit of sadness, a little bit of nostalgia, and she doesn't like it. She doesn't want you to do that. It unsettles her. What's she talking to you about? Yeah, the Six of Wands. She may suggest, Aries, that you move to a different country. It could be to set up a business. It could be to expand a business. It could be that she wants to put something to you, which could be incredibly successful. She wants to lock you down as a power couple. Very strong energy. But she feels, Aries, that sometimes you wear a false mask and she doesn't really know what's going on in your mind. And again, it makes her a bit nervous. It just makes her feel a bit unsettled. Yeah. And the energy she's feeling from you is making her feel heavier and heavier. It's almost as if she's desperately wanting to make sure that this doesn't go under, that this doesn't end, that she keeps the two of you together, that she keeps you two happy. But she's finding it increasingly difficult to do that because you keep going off into fantasy land. Or she keeps finding you looking unhappy. And she doesn't know why. So she wants to make sure that this moves forward and she takes you away from this reverie, this sadness that sometimes descends on you. She may not know what it's totally all about, but Aries, you may know it's because of this void inside you. It's this void. You can't escape it, but you don't want to do anything about it. What's she thinking about? The Chariot. Yeah, Aries. She could be a Cancerian. She wants to move, Aries. She may want to move location. There's a very strong energy of, I want us to go from here to here. What you're saying to her is, aren't we happy? I mean, we're living a good life. Do we really have to move? Do we really have to pack everything up? Do we really have to go through all of that? I don't think I want to. She's pretty strong in her decision that that is the right move. That's the right thing to do. What's on your mind, Aries? What's on your mind? Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. Aries, you are stuck in the past. You're stuck in the past. You're sad in nostalgia. What else are you thinking about, Aries? Okay. You're nervous that if you admit the truth to this woman, there's going to be a massive argument. You're nervous. And the truth, Aries, would be, I'm so sorry, but I don't want to leave where I am, or I don't want to get more serious with you. I don't want to get married, for instance, because you may still be stuck on somebody from your past who could be a Cancerian or a Pisces or an Aquarius. We've got Aquarian energy here. What's on your mind? Yeah, you can't do it. Nine of Swords, you can't do it. The thought of making a big change, whether or not it's you guys getting married, whether or not it's divorcing somebody else to marry her, whether or not it's moving to another country, you can't face it. And it's worrying this woman. Why not, Aries? What is holding you back from getting more serious with me? She doesn't like it. I almost feel, Aries, as if you feel she knows the truth. You may feel as if she knows why you don't want to get more serious, why you don't want to move to a different country. She knows. But it's not something that's said. It's not something that's openly discussed. What are you going to say to her, Aries? What are you actually going to say? Anything? All right. Aries, you're going to say to her that making this massive change might cause you to feel depressed. Now, I don't know. If, Aries, you're married to someone, because I don't think you're married to this woman, there's no Empress energy here, just the Emperor. If you're married to someone else, what you're saying to her is, if I divorce this other woman, it would break her heart because I feel responsible, or it'll change the dynamic between me and my child or me and my children, and I couldn't do that to my kids. Or, I love this area. I love living here. What you're not saying, Aries, is, I refuse to do this. You feel that if you say to her, it would upset me, it would break my heart, then she would back off. You feel that would be a better thing to do than maybe come out with absolutely not, no way. Because that would be very defensive, and you may be wanting to treat the situation with kid gloves. I've got to be very sensitive here. I don't want to upset this woman. So you're leaning on her emotions in telling her that this would be something that would make you upset. The Devil. Capricorn energy. You may be connected to a Capricorn, or you may say to her, I don't want to upset a Capricorn. But what you're thinking about, Aries, is she wants to bind you closer to her. And it's almost as if you're suddenly beginning to feel a little bit claustrophobic. Oh my gosh, okay. She wants to sort of wrap us closer together so I can't move, and it's making me feel uncomfortable. Yeah. Aries, you're also a bit obsessed with the fact you cannot cope with putting yourself in the Five of Pentacles energy, which can be you knowing that it will cost an awful lot of money to divorce someone else or to make a massive move to another country. You're very nervous about that. You're almost obsessed with the Five of Pentacles. I will not put my financial stability at risk. What else are you saying, Aries? King of Cups. She is being strategic, and so are you. She, for some reason, wants to bind you closer to her, so she's suggesting she wants to get married, or she's suggesting both of you moving to another country to build a life together. You're being equally strategic, Aries, because there is no way, Jose, that you're going to do this. And your strategy is, but we're happy, right? I love you, King of Cups. I love you. I'm not going anywhere. Whereas she's sitting in a very determined energy, Aries. And this isn't the last time that you guys are going to need to have this conversation, and you know it. It's only a matter of time until you may feel it's sort of make or break. What is the energy between you guys, between you two? 8 of Wands. Yeah. So Aries, there's going to be a lot of conversation about this. I feel she wants to take off in a new direction. She wants you guys to lift off somehow. She wants to get more serious with you, Aries, or she wants you guys to consider moving. I think you're resolutely standing your ground saying no, but you're not being defensive and difficult in saying that. The way you're going to say it is, oh, I don't think we need to do that. Oh, I love you. We're sitting in the sun. Life is good. Why would we need to do that? You're placating her. It would break my heart if we move. No, we don't want to do that, right? So, Aries, your final card is the 9 of Cups. This is you absolutely determined to hang on to this beautiful 9 of Cups energy. I've got everything I want, and this is normally Aries on the material plane. I've got everything I want. I'm not going to make a change. So what is the energy of the 9 of Cups for Aries? Thank you, Michael. The 10 of Swords. Okay. Wow. I didn't expect that card to come out. Aries, I feel that the divine wants you to make a serious decision, which could be to step out of some form of overindulgence and to face a painful ending. But why do I feel it would be to your benefit? You've been hanging on to something, Aries, that you didn't want to let go of. And the divine is saying, okay, Aries, if you're not going to let go of this yourself, then we're going to have to blow it up. We're going to take it away for you. You've got no choice. This is unhealthy. Wow. Okay, so what is the 10 of Swords? The Hermit. So Aries, you may have to face a painful ending with a Virgo. Or Aries, the 10 of Swords and the Hermit can be going through the dark night of the soul. The Hangman. I think the divine wants you to look at things from a different perspective. What else are you thinking about? Oh, okay. 8 of Swords. Aries, you're doing a heck of a lot of thinking. You're doing a lot of thinking. You're doing a lot of thinking. 4 of Swords. And at this point, Aries, you're going to find yourself healing. Now, one of two things, Aries. Either you're going to have to let this past fantasy completely go, completely sever that tie and really make it work with your feminine King of Pentacles, who may want to get married or who may want to move to another country. So you know that's the end of this fantasy, right, from the past. Accepting that. Or you're going to have to let go of this feminine King of Pentacles to pursue this fantasy that you feel deep down at cellular level will fill that void. The divine is asking you to make a choice. You will have no choice but to make a choice. Something's going to happen, Aries, which is going to force your hand, and you will have to make a decision. Otherwise, the divine is going to make it for you. Something, Aries, has to go. Something has to go with the 10 of Swords. One or the other. You can't have both. You're doing a lot of introspection, Aries, here, and you're trying to see the bigger picture. You're in your head and you're taking some time out to really think about what you want to do. What is Aries going to do, Michael? What is Aries going to do? The Seven of Swords. Aries, you're still going to try and hang on to both because you don't want to face losing either. You don't want to face losing either. What are you hanging on to? Wow. Yeah, you're hanging on to an Empress. Aries, it's as if up until this point of time, you've been managing quite successfully a very delicate situation. Now, if you're still married, you absolutely do not want to get divorced because you're worried about sitting in the Five of Pentacles, and this is you nervous about rocking your stability. So if this feminine King of Pentacles, this feminine who wants to get more serious with you, puts pressure on you, what you're going to say to her is, I'm sorry, I can't get divorced. I don't want to get divorced. I'm not going to do it. Hoping that she loves you enough to say, okay, all right, well, I don't want to leave you, so we can keep things as they are. You're hoping that happens. If this Empress represents someone that you fell in love with before, who could actually be your true divine feminine, whom you cannot emotionally or spiritually detach from, then you are hoping to sit in fantasy that one day you two may be together, you two may come together in union in the 3D in this lifetime. Which is why you may be pushing away this Queen of Pentacles, this feminine King of Pentacles, I should say, because she wants to marry you. That may be the reason why you don't want to get more serious with this feminine King of Pentacles. It's a delicate situation. But what the divine is saying, Aries, something has to give. We want to get you out of this overindulgent situation where you're thinking about your stability, you're trying to manage two potential situations, and you're walking a bit of a tightrope. What they're saying is you can't manage that ongoing because someone's going to put their hand in the air and say, I'm not happy about this. Up until this point of time, you've been pushing it under the carpet, avoiding those conversations. Yeah, we're happy, aren't we? Yeah, we don't need to make any change. I think whoever this feminine King of Pentacles is beginning to feel she wants a firm decision made, and she's going to put pressure on you. What's the energy of the Empress, Michael? What's the energy of the Empress? The Queen of Swords. I think you may be married to somebody, Aries, who lives in another area. The Queen of Swords is somebody watching you from a great distance. She may have an inkling that there is this feminine King of Pentacles that you're in a relationship with, or this Empress could simply be a Libra or a Taurian. Very strong Libra energy with the Empress and the Queen of Swords. She's trying to figure out what's going on over there, maybe with you and this feminine King of Pentacles, but she can't quite work it out. Now, I don't know, Aries, you may be legally separated from that woman. You could have just agreed to live separate lives. I don't know, but I think you're still married because you've got the Emperor and the Empress. What is this King of Pentacles going to do if you say, no, I'm not making a change? What is she going to do? Okay, Aries. Ace of Swords. She may end the relationship with you. She may say to you, okay, Aries, I'm sorry, but I don't like this. I think we should end it. That might be the shock. What are you going to do? Page of Swords. You may talk to her about a child, or you may tell her a truth. You may come out with a truth. Now, Aries, if there was any situation where she did not know that you were still married, then you may have to tell her the truth. But it might be difficult because this may have been a woman that you've been living with for quite a while. It's going to be a shock. What is she going to do once you reveal that truth? Okay, Aries, she's just going to leave. Five of Swords is, okay, I'm sorry, Aries, I need to end this. I've got to go. And she will go very fast. She will go very fast. Oh, guys, it feels draining, complicated. Eight of Cups, she's got to go. Yeah. Five of Swords, Eight of Cups is, I'm out of here. Okay. Okay. What will you do, Aries? Six of Pentacles. You may scramble behind the scenes to get this feminine King of Pentacles back. You may say to her, okay, I'll start divorce proceedings. Okay, I don't want to lose you. All right. What is she going to say? King of Wands. You better do it now. You better do it fast because I'm out of here. King of Wands. All right, Aries, you take action. You take action and we can talk about this, right? Oh, my goodness. Aries. Oh, wow. What a long reading. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. If this is your story, let me know in the comments. Take care of you, sending love and light your way, and many blessings. Bye, Aries.